Greetings, fans of words. This is Phil Chenevert, and today I'm going to tell you about the origin of the word acapella. Acapella, which means, of course, to sing without accompaniment, to sing with no instruments. Has a very interesting origin. Goes back to the 4th century, actually. Now, let me switch here. Acapella, the musical term meaning without accompaniment, comes from the Frenchman Martin of Tours, Saint Martin of Tours, some people say. Now, around the year 326, a very young Martin rejected the gods of ancient Rome to follow the beliefs of the growing Christian church at the time. Martin was a Roman soldier and an officer, so he couldn't have been too young, and who later became a missionary to Gaul, which was, I think, became France. And in 360, he founded the very first monastery in Gaul, or France. He is best known for using his military sword when he was a soldier to cut his cloak in half to give to a poor beggar who was very cold, didn't have any cloak at all. Now, he was regarded as a very holy man. Apparently, he practiced his religion, and he was a miracle worker. So after he died, they took his cloak and put it into his church, and they put it into a small room called Acapella, which was Latin for little cloak, small cloak. So the little room where the cloak was kept was called the capella. Let me see. Now, the room became known as the capella, and guess where we got the name chapel? Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. So, the guardian of the cloak, the person who was responsible for keeping it safe in the little room, was known as the capellamos. Now, religious services, of course, were held in the room, but no musical instruments were allowed. We don't know why. I haven't been able to find out. But the point is, the singing was done simply with the voice, without accompaniment. And for this type of music, the Italians coined the phrase a cappella, which means in the style of the chapel, which is where the word came from. So, a cappella means in the style of the chapel. Other languages quickly borrowed the phrase to mean singing without musical accompaniment. And the French later adapted the Latin capella and capellamos to chapelle and chapelaine, which, of course, we get chapel and chaplain. Gonna meet you in the chapel. I can't sing too well a cappella. I can't sing too well with accompaniment either. Anyway, this is where we get the word a cappella. It comes from Martin of Tours' little cloak. This has been Phil Chenevert with another word, and I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, or at least half as much as I did. Bye-bye.